Budget. Budget.
Budget.
Budget. Budget.
In a world where every dollar spent shapes the lives of millions, the question arises, where does the money go? What if we could trace every cent, see every decision, and understand how public funds are used? Imagine a government where transparency is not a distant ideal, but a reality woven into the fabric of governance. Transparency, accountability, public participation. These are not just words. They are the pillars of a new kind of governance. One where citizens are no longer spectators in the fiscal arena, but active participants in shaping their future. This is the promise of enhanced budget transparency. Imagine being able to see the journey of your taxes, from your pocket to the construction of a new hospital, the renovation of schools, or the upkeep of public parks. Imagine knowing how much is being spent, where, and why, all with the click of a button. It's a digital revolution in governance, giving power back to the people. But transparency isn't just about information. It's about understanding. It's about breaking down the complex language of budgets into stories that make sense. Stories of how public money is building a better society, how decisions made in government affect everyday lives. And with transparency comes accountability, where leaders must not only show how funds are spent, but answer for the results. The journey to enhance transparency isn't easy. It requires cultural change, political will, and a commitment to openness. But it's a journey worth taking, because in the end, transparency is not just about shining a light on the present, it's about guiding us toward a future where democracy thrives, trust is rebuilt, and public resources are managed with integrity. Picture each public dollar as a seed planted to nourish society. But without accountability, some seeds may be wasted, lost to inefficiency or corruption. Enter the mechanisms that act as vigilant gardeners, overseeing every stage of growth, from planning to delivery, ensuring that public resources truly serve the people. Imagine an online dashboard showing every allocation, every project cost as it happens, education, healthcare, infrastructure, all on display. These platforms demystify government spending, giving citizens the tools to ask questions and demand answers. Through public forums and participatory budgeting initiatives, citizens take their rightful place in the fiscal process. Here, the public has a direct say in how funds are spent, creating a sense of shared ownership. It's a two-way street. Citizens gain a voice, and governments gain invaluable feedback on priorities that matter most to the community. Performance-based budgeting is the measuring stick for every dollar spent, connecting investments to outcomes. With clear, measurable objectives, governments can answer critical questions. Did spending on education improve literacy? Did healthcare funding lead to better health outcomes? These answers ensure that public spending translates into real societal benefits. As we strengthen these structures, we also strengthen the fabric of democracy, creating a future where every dollar serves the people, every project builds trust, and every outcome reflects the promise of public accountability. Behind every government decision lies a powerful force, one that determines the roads we travel, the schools we attend, and the healthcare we rely on. But what if the people themselves had a say in how public money was spent? This is public participation in budgeting, where citizens step out of the audience and onto the stage, shaping the financial blueprint of their communities, deciding what matters most. In a world where citizens are partners in governance, public participation isn't just a process. It's the heart of a more responsive, equitable, and just society. A new era of budgeting is here, one where the people don't just watch, they lead. In the age of information, where data flows like rivers through the digital landscape, a revolution is quietly unfolding. Welcome to the world of open data initiatives, a movement that transforms hidden information into a vibrant tapestry of knowledge, empowering citizens and igniting innovation. Imagine a society where every individual has the tools to understand how their government operates, where transparency is not just a buzzword but a reality. Open data initiatives tear down the walls of secrecy, inviting citizens to peer behind the curtain and participate in the decisions that shape their lives. From public transport apps that make commuting seamless to platforms that harness environmental data for sustainable living, open data fuels the engines of innovation and economic growth. But this movement extends beyond numbers. It is a beacon of hope for marginalized communities. By providing access to critical information, open data empowers those who have been historically excluded, shining a light on disparities in health, education, and employment, and fostering a more equitable society. And as we grapple with climate change, open data initiatives illuminate our path forward. With real-time environmental data, citizens and leaders alike can take informed action to protect our planet, balancing development with stewardship of our resources. Yet the journey is not without its challenges. We must navigate issues of data quality, privacy, and the digital divide, ensuring that the power of open data is a shared resource for all. But together, we can overcome these obstacles, transforming data into a public good that uplifts every voice. In the intricate world of governance, where decisions shape our lives and futures, a silent revolution is unfolding, one driven by the quest for transparency in public finance. Welcome to a journey that explores international standards for budget transparency, the guiding stars illuminating the path toward accountable and inclusive governance. Imagine a world where every citizen can freely access their government's budget, a world where fiscal decisions are made in the open, inviting scrutiny and participation. Here, transparency isn't just an ideal, it's a fundamental principle, essential for democracy and good governance. Through initiatives like the Open Budget Survey, nations are being held accountable, pushing the boundaries of transparency. Governments worldwide are assessed on how well they share budget information, foster public participation, and strengthen oversight institutions. These practices invite collaboration and dialogue, transforming the budgeting process into a shared endeavor that reflects the needs and aspirations of the community. But the journey isn't without challenges. Overcoming political resistance, building capacity, and fostering a culture of openness requires courage and commitment. As we strive for greater budget transparency, we unlock the potential for more equitable, just societies, where every voice matters and public resources are managed with integrity. In the intricate tapestry of governance, public trust is the golden thread weaving together the fabric of society. Join us on a journey across the globe, where visionary leaders and dedicated public servants strive to enhance this trust, transforming nations and lives in the process. From the ashes of its past, Estonia has risen as a beacon of transparency and efficiency, pioneering the e-Estonia initiative that empowers citizens to engage with their government like never before. In Rwanda, a nation reborn from tragedy, inclusive governance, and community-driven justice are rebuilding trust and fostering unity, proving that reconciliation can pave the way for a brighter future. Meanwhile, Canada is championing openness and proactive engagement through its Open Government Initiative, reinforcing the bonds of trust and demonstrating the power of transparency and democracy. And in South Korea, in the wake of tragedy, bold reforms are enhancing government accountability and public safety, restoring faith in leadership, and fostering a culture of trust.